From the Massapequa, Kiwanis, and we want to take this all over Long Island and spread, from Long Beach to Lido to Atlantic Beach, Massapequa, Lynbrook, all over Long Island. So Bob, talk about what you're doing with the Massapequa Kiwanis spreading awareness.
Okay, Howie, thanks for your time tonight, and what a courageous 40 years and a courageous effort for coming here tonight. So thank you for participating and sharing your story. We're a little bit different. We're a local Kiwanis group. Really great men and women that work in Massapequa that raise money for other community events. They build bridges, they build handicap ramps. Whenever somebody needs something, that Kiwanis group is right there. Tremendous organization. About a year and a half ago, we had some tragedy hit members of the organization where their sister and relative had a drug overdose. And we wanted to get more involved and kind of understand the problem. Did a lot of homework, not as much as 40 years, but we tried to learn as much as we can. And through that, we realized that exactly what you said, we need to bring awareness to everybody, because the more parents we spoke to, the more that they didn't understand really what the issue was. They didn't understand where it stemmed from. They didn't understand how it could really happen. And they kind of sort of heard things. They thought the kid was a little out of sorts, but they didn't really know how to communicate it. So we went to Massapequa High School, and we asked if we could come in and speak to them about some of the things that we wanted to do. And we created an 8-point drug awareness program. And we created a booklet that was produced. In this booklet, we gave out almost 8,000 of them to the Massapequa school students through various events throughout the school district, back to school nights and whatnot. And within the booklet, we had to create some things that if parents needed a source and they weren't sure where they could go to the booklet. We didn't think that was just enough. So what we did was, in creating this, we found out that there was really a lot of organizations, very few places where they could go and call at 12 at night, 3 in the morning on a Saturday night or Friday night. We personally called 18 different 24/7 hotline numbers. We didn't get through to one, not one. Wow. So we called on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday mornings, could not get through. So we created a 24/7 hotline number with an organization called the Long Island Crisis Center. And we now have that man 24/7. So if there's somebody that needs a question, needs to be talked off the roof, needs to be worked, any kind of conversation, they can call and get it live right there on the spot. With the great help from Massapequa High School, we created a poster program for the young kids. We wanted to bring some awareness up from the young ages, and we created a poster program that went into all the grammar schools in Massapequa. We also created a role model program that were kids within the high school that wanted to step up and say, we don't believe in bullying, we don't believe in using drugs, we don't believe in these things, and we want to step up as a role model, and we're able to put those posters up around the high schools also. Additionally, we do a tremendous amount in the community. So we're talking to different groups. The Kiwanis group is, most of your viewers may not know who they are, but in every town there's a Kiwanis group. Some bigger than others, but the governor of Kiwanis for New York State saw this program and asked to be rolled out to New York State. So I've spent in our organization, and other people within the organization have spent a lot of time going out to different Kiwanis groups and school districts, trying to get this program rolled out strictly from an awareness standpoint. So if we can get the media on board, local kids at young ages on board, the community on board, the high school age kids on board, make the parents more aware of what's going on. We just finished putting in about 500 storefronts and a big poster, a 16 by 20 poster, that says we're an anti-drug community, and put this 800 number on there in case kids they won't go through, or if a parent has a problem, they can call. We have an app, a phone app, that if you want to go on a phone app, you can download it to your phone, and it gives you so many different things. What kind of drugs are the kids like? If you see it in their pants or on their counter or in their drawers, they're acting differently. We don't understand really what it is. They can go on the app and see some of the things that answer some of the questions that they may have. In addition, a lot of resources like your facility that if you have a question and you have an issue, you can go there right there on the spot. Give them a call, call them, go there tomorrow and see if you can get some help. So we're doing a webinar. Unfortunately, you don't always get attendance for these kind of events. So we're doing a webinar right now where we can put it out and stream it to the homes, and people can go on in the privacy of their own home and get this information, get resources. So get your questions answered, get resources if you have more questions, and we're rolling out through New York State. Key was Massapequa starting us off. The school district really was huge. We saw statistics that we've learned, and statistics are a dime a dozen, right? But one of the scariest ones that I saw was there was a $133 million federal grant given and an $8 million grant from New York State. And it was for reducing prescription drug misuse and abuse in the 12 to 25-year-old age group. 12 years old. So the more that we can do, just like you gentlemen here, and thank you for giving us this opportunity at your show, the more that we can get out there, the more people we can touch, the more venues that we can speak at. We'll donate all the time we have because we want to get out there and tell people that there's so much more that you can do. Be aware, don't put your head in the sand, talk to your kids, and let's see what we can do to help minimize this problem.
I want to bring up the topic with